welcome. If you're out there, if you're not listening, if your friends are listening, tune in. Make sure you tune in to my boys. Check them out. I'll definitely be on tap. I'd love to help you guys out in the best way I can, and let's go Chiefs.
The kingdom's under attack! Again!
But another kid that really stood out and impressed me was our 5th-round safety, Kendrick Lewis.
Yeah.
They were bringing him on some pass rush. He was getting there. He was stuffing the run. He was covering the pass. He looked really good as a 5th-round rookie safety out there. Like, excellent. It wasn't too big for him.
No, Lewis looked great. And what about Tyson Jackson?
Tyson Jackson.
Who everybody's been saying. I've seen so many things on people saying, he didn't accomplish anything this game. You know what? Bull. Watch the game again and then watch it again, because Tyson Jackson turned up. And he really is starting to prove himself. He's done it in camp, and he's did it in this game. So watch the game again before you ever say anything.
Yeah, he was stuffing the run. Well, one of the very first plays, they were 8 yards, 9 yards, 6 yards, 10 yards on that first drive. One of the very first stops, where they didn't hardly gain nothing, was Tyson Jackson was right there. He was the one making the play. I saw him make a couple other plays on running plays. And then the big play they made that stood out to everybody was that he didn't get to the quarterback. He was being double-teamed, but what all great defensive linemen, if you get stopped, you watch those quarterbacks' eyes, and as soon as he released that ball, jump up and knock that ball down, and he did that. So that's, if you can't get to the quarterback, impact it, knock it down. That's what he did. I was very, I'm not surprised, but reassured that by the play of Tyson Jackson. So.
When I think Pioli, they've picked guys with care since the beginning, and last year was a different story. You're going to see this guy start to produce. And you're going to see the entire team start to produce. 20-10 meant nothing. Yeah, it's a preseason game.
In 4 years, you look at Albert Haynesworth, which now he's kind of a lazy slob, but when he became a Pro Bowler, it was year 4 before he got it and started making that impact, and everybody, I sure, in Tennessee was probably saying the same things that they are about Tyson Jackson, that he's slow, he's not motivated, he has no athletic ability. But it takes those guys a long time, because it's a battle in there. It's a fight every single play, and you're going up, especially in 3-4, you're going up against 2 guys that are pushing 3 bills or maybe even more,
Right.
So you got to go to battle all the time, and it's not a 3-4 defensive end. It's not a glorified position. You're basically eating up those big old fat boys and letting your linebackers
to give everybody else the opportunity to do something.
Every time you can go into halftime at 3-3 with a team that's probably going to definitely be in the playoffs.
And it's called to be a possible Super Bowl contender.
Exactly. Anytime you can go into halftime 3-3 and you miss 2 field goals from who
53 yards twice.
Yeah, who was Mr. Automatic even from 53, right. That kind of surprised me. Basically, if we don't turn the ball over 3 times, we don't have critical penalties at certain times. We don't have a sack by Castle Took to push us back to 53 yards.
Which wasn't his fault.
No, it wasn't his fault. But if you don't have those little deals happening, that scoreboard flips pretty fast, know, and the Chiefs come away with this game with a victory,
So, as I was... You know what that sound means?
We got a caller call.
So Arrowhead was a good experience.
Arrowhead was a great experience. The best experience was, probably pregame when you're riding through the parking lot and seeing all the smoke from the barbecue.
Yeah. Absolutely. And one thing I was wondering, Marty Schottenheimer and Coach Haley's style is kind of more of, say, a dictator style, a tougher coach versus like a Herm Edwards, a player's coach, a little bit more easygoing. Can you talk about maybe what you went through with Marty Schottenheimer and what these players are going through with Haley, does that challenge you to become the best player possible versus, a player's coach, so to speak?
Yeah, it definitely challenges you to become the best player. You look at some of the guys that Marty coached. A lot of media people picked on, some of the picks that he made. You take Daryl Carter, who had, some off-the-field troubles, Andre Rison, who had off-the-field troubles, and he gelled us as one group, and we knew, once we came to work, we knew we had a great leader, we knew we had a great coach, the pedigree spoke for itself. Marty challenged us on a daily basis, to be on time, to do the right thing, to represent the city of Kansas City well, and when we went out there and put that helmet on, and, you put that tomahawk on the side of your helmet, you knew that the other guys were going to respect you because they knew that we were going to outwork you, whether it's hitting you below the belt, grabbing you by the face, or doing whatever we're going to do to try to win. No one wanted to play against us, and no one definitely didn't want to come and play in Arrowhead.
No. That Arrowhead meant warrior.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for your time. But before you go, I've got a tattoo on my arm because I am a super fan. I used to be Spider-Man for your boy Ryzen and stuff. But that's always been like one of my greatest regrets is that I chose Spider-Man instead of being Mighty Mouse out at Arrowhead, And so if you ever want to come...
It was all good. I seen one Mighty Mouse guy out in the stands, but... we had a great experience with that. Me and Andre were still keeping contact. We talk at least once a week, and the people kind of took on to that, and a lot of people from Philadelphia actually like, where did you become Mighty Mouse? I was like, in Kansas City. That's when I began to take off, and I had a lot of interceptions before I came to Kansas City, but they started mounting in bunches, and I started returning them for touchdowns. So I was, like I said, there's no greater feeling than scoring on defense and definitely scoring in Arrowhead.
I've seen a lot of what you're doing today, and could you tell us a little bit about, I know Hard Hitting Radio is something that I've been actually paying quite a bit of attention to, and I'm extremely impressed with. Can you tell the few people that are actually watching this right now, tell them a little bit about Hard Hitting Radio and what you're doing there, because more people should be paying attention to this consistently.
It's an internet radio show that me and my co-host Byron Evans, who was our middle linebacker in Philadelphia, in my book, one of the best middle linebackers to play the game, or one of the best defenses that ever laced it up on the field. We go on every Friday from 3 to 4 Pacific Standard Time. You can tune in on the internet at hardhittingradio.com, or you can go to voiceamericasports.com, and we're all about giving back. If you're on our Facebook, Facebook me, look at my daily posts of some of the work that we're doing with the Children's Hospital, with the kids from autism, and we just did a little event last week with the kids with autism that we're going to be throwing a golf tournament with all the proceeds going to the autism research, and we just launched our foundation as well, Hard Hitting Radio Foundation, which I'm extremely excited about, and to be able to bless some people that are less unfortunate, even kids and church functions as well. It's definitely a blessing to us to be able to give back because, people have given us so much. People pay a lot of money to see us perform on the field, and I want to be able to give back to those people that, may not be able to go to a game, to be able to raise enough money to take a football team to a Cardinal game or to an Arizona State game, or, even just to take them, bring them on our radio show for free, and just giving them the experience to be able to, sit down and hang out with me and Byron. And I know when most of the kids do see me, half the kids are bigger than me, so they get a kick out of that. So we're definitely involved in any kind of charities. And if you guys have anything going on in the Kansas City area, I should be down there. I think it's a Monday night game. I'll be down there for the NFL Kansas City Chiefs golf event. So I'll be down there with Neil Smith, David Whitmore, Kimball Anders, Dana Hughes, and many other the former players. So we'll be down in the area, and if you guys are welcome to come out to the golf event and maybe interview a couple of the guys.
And we'd definitely love to. So, thank you so much for being a part of this, and hopefully, you might be willing to come back on Two in the Kingdom later on as we continue to grow. And we love that, the Chiefs players have constantly been people that are involved in the community, whether they're in Kansas City, whether they're throughout the United States. The Chiefs players have always been somebody's that you can count on to really be involved in what's going on in the world. And so, I mean, I'd love to see that's something you're still involved in and care about. And thank you so much for being with us, Mark.
Yeah, no.
You're welcome. If you're out there, if you're not listening, if your friends are listening, tune in. Make sure you tune in to my boys. Check them out. I'll definitely be on tap. I'd love to help you guys out in the best way I can. And let's go Chiefs.
Absolutely.
Go
Thank you
Chiefs.
so much, Mark.
All right.
Maybe our smallest guest of all time, but I guarantee you he's the biggest in heart and spirit and everything else. Just a great, great first guest on our show. Just absolutely fabulous.
Excellent.
Game. You know, I'm excited about Tampa Bay game coming
the
up.
Bucs.
Because you know they're a young team. Also, you know they haven't had much success here lately. Definitely a team that I think we can
Super
beat.
Bowl not that long ago. They've just.
Yeah, they took a different. But that's
direction.
what I like, is there's a lot of versatility with the defense and offensive linemen. They can play multiple positions, and we're going to get to see that. And some of these younger kids are going to get their opportunity more with some of the little nagging injuries going on. So it's ought to be real exciting. And now that we've seen all these rookies, you know, they had pretty darn good game for their first go-around. But now I want to see them where they're comfortable. They've already been there, rode that horse, so the jitters aren't going to be nearly as bad and stuff. And let's see how they turn up their game. We're going to get a map for you guys, and we want a fan from every 50 states to call in.
And not only the 50 states, but all across the world.
We want every country in the world. We want to highlight you guys. So get involved with this show. Get on our message board and talk with us and let us know what you want and get involved, because we want to highlight you. So, if you got anything you want to add to this show, make sure you do that.
The fans are what we're representing. The fans are what we want to be a part of this, and that's what we're trying to create here. So, you can contact us in several ways. We don't have a website yet. We're working on that. KC Superfans is going to be a part of that, and there will be a RockChalkChiefs site that will have a Two in the Kingdom part to that before long. But for now, by email, you can contact us at RockChalkChiefs.com
or KCXFactor@yahoo.com.
So either way, contact us if you have ideas, if you have anything that you want to see. We're going to have exposés coming up on all the different people from tailgating with clips and the friends that have been made over the years, and the different things that go on in Arrowhead during the games, and we're just really trying to create a true fan experience over the internet that's not main media, but it's something very different. So, it's Two in the Kingdom, Rock Chalk Chiefs.
Go Chiefs!